The plan was simple, $50 and a spilled glass of wine. That's all it was supposed to take to ruin a blind date. But funny how life works. Because that spilled wine, it ruined the plan, not the date. And somehow it changed my whole life. I wasn't supposed to matter that night. I was just the waitress. You know, black pants, tight bun, fake smile, hustle for tips, stay invisible. But this woman sharp suit heels that could kill walks up to me with this calm corporate menace and says, "I need a favor," pulls out a crisp 50, slides it across like a poker chip. See that man window table? His date's about to arrive. I want it to go badly. Not catastrophic, just off. I raised an eyebrow. You serious? She nodded like we were sealing a business deal. And maybe we were, but there was this flicker in her eyes, something bitter, desperate, maybe both. And I should have said no. I should have minded my own business. But my rent was due and I hadn't eaten all day. So I said, "What kind of sabotage are we talking?" Red wine to the lap, loud coughing fit, sneak a hair into the risotto. Use your judgment, she replied, cold and smooth. Just make it messy. I took the money. And yeah, I made it messy. I timed it perfectly. Jason. 'Cause yeah, I learned his name later, was already seated. Clean-cut charcoal blazer, expensive but low-key. He looked bored. I approached with 2 glasses of red, stepped just wrong enough to catch the rug, and bam, both glasses cascaded like Niagara straight into this woman's ivory silk dress. She just sat down. The scream she let out. Hugh! I think the band stopped playing for a second. She shot up, clutching her Dior like it had been dipped in blood. "Do you have any idea how much this dress costs?" "I'm so sorry," I gasped, doing my best Oscar-worthy performance. I didn't see the edge. "Get me your manager," she hissed. Jason stood up, cool as ever. "Vanessa, are you okay? Do I look?" "Okay," she snapped. "This place is garbage." I caught Jason's eye, ready for him to demand my job, but he just smirked. A real one. Like he knew. Like he wasn't mad at all. Vanessa stormed off to the restroom, fuming. I braced myself. "I'll comp your meal," I said. "And dry cleaning." He waved me off. "Don't worry about it." "Wait. What?" He smiled. Honestly, that might have been divine intervention. "You didn't like her?" I asked, half joking. "She called her dog her business partner," he replied. Ordered sparkling water by pH level. I was doomed either way. Then he did something wild. "Come sit." "What?" "Off the clock soon, right? Humor me. 5 minutes." So I sat down, still in my apron, still smelling like wine and espresso. We started talking. About movies, bad dates, our worst jobs, childhood nicknames. Mine was Beans. His was E.T. Don't ask. I made him laugh. He made me forget I was working. When Vanessa came back still damp and furious, he stood up and said, "Let's call it a night." She glared at both of us and left in a huff. I expected him to leave too, but instead, he left a fat tip and a note. "For when you're not working, I promise not to spill anything." 2 days later, I texted him. We met at this greasy taco spot I picked on purpose, plastic cups, salsa in squirt bottles, tables sticky with stories. He came in jeans and a t-shirt, nothing like the billionaire I Googled the night before, so he said halfway through his second taco, "Do you ruin a lot of dates, or was mine special?" I smirked. "Only when the guy looks like he needs rescuing." He laughed. I didn't tell him the truth, not yet, because honestly, I didn't know if it was just about the money anymore. And that scared me. But secrets don't sit still forever. A week later, she came back, the woman in heels. I was working my side shift at a tiny cafe. She walked in like she owned the air, ordered a flat white with no foam and said, Whatever's happening between you and Jason, it ends. I blinked. Excuse me? She leaned in. It's not serious. It's not real. You don't belong in his world. Then she dropped $500 on the counter like it was lint. Consider it a thank you for walking away. I didn't even touch the bill, just stared at her and said, "You know, it's funny. The first time I took your money, I thought you were just sad. Now I think you're dangerous." She flinched. I continued. I didn't mean to like him. I wasn't supposed to even matter. But he sat with me. He saw me. When was the last time he did that with you? She left without the coffee or the cash. That night I texted Jason. Coffee and a weird conversation. He showed up after midnight. I brewed his drink myself. "Okay," he said, leaning on the counter. "What's the weird part?" I took a breath. "I didn't spill the wine by accident. I was paid to do it. $50. By Vivian, your assistant." He went quiet. Not angry, just still. "Why are you telling me this now?" he asked. "Because I like you more than I planned to, and you deserve to know." He looked at me. I had a feeling. Vivian was smug the next day. She's been loyal for years. But this, she came back, I added. Tried to pay me again. Told me I wasn't enough. He exhaled. She crossed a line. And right there in the half-lit cafe, I felt something shift. Not pity, not guilt, just truth. Honest and unfiltered. He reached for my hand and said, "I don't care how it started. I just care that you're still here." I was. 2 weeks later, he transferred Vivian to London executive title, same salary, but made it clear her chapter in his personal life was closed. 6 months after that, I stood behind the counter of my own cafe. The tipping point. A dream I never admitted out loud. He helped fund it, sure, but I paid half. Scraped it together with art sales, late night's hope. And one morning, flour on my face, cinnamon on my apron. Jason walked in. Rolled up sleeves, that same smile that unraveled me. "Still baking cookies?" he asked. I nodded. "Your favorite, sea salt and sabotage." Then he pulled out a small box. Black velvet, simple ring. Sapphire in the middle, 2 diamonds flanking it. "I know it's fast," he said, voice low. "But I'm done pretending I don't know what I want. And what I want is this. You. Us." I laughed and cried at the same time. "You're proposing in my cafe while I'm wearing Crocs and a stained apron." "You've never looked better," he whispered. I said yes. Right there on the floor next to the mop bucket and cookie tray. We married on the rooftop where it all began. No press, just friends. Fairy lights, tacos instead of steak. Jamal cried into his tie. I danced barefoot. At one point I leaned into Jason and said, "You never paid Vivian back, you know." He smirked, but I tipped the waitress. "So now you tell me, was I wrong for taking the money that first night? Was Vivian the villain, or just someone who loved too quietly? And do the best love stories always start with a little chaos? Or was this just one big, beautiful mistake? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk about it. And hey, if you've ever been underestimated, then flip the whole script, hit like, share your story, and don't forget to subscribe. We see you.